Hello everybody, my name's Jeff and today's video is human trafficking in healthcare and elderly adults. Uh, what I was talking about in the previous video, I had done some research and I thought I'd let you all in on what I found. Because I know it's going on. And I believe my mom's a victim of it. Here's the hotline. Am I going to call this number after I get done with this video? Yes, I am. Because if there's anything crooked going on, or any money to be made from exploiting people, from what I found out in 2014, Bryan County's number one. They can make a buck off of it, they will. And it's not like the people you would think, like the scruffy looking ones. What types of human trafficking, who are the human trafficking victims? I'll let you guys read this for yourself. Some of these do the older ones like sex trafficking, forced labor, all this, but elderly people is not a new thing, but it's becoming more and more reported. It also involves Medicaid, Medicare fraud, people trafficking elderly people to nursing homes. And in the nursing homes, they're like, badly treated. And all these so-called medical professionals say, oh yeah, we'll let them live in a nursing home for a while. Now, Sarah Morris was supposed to call this place, see if they had an open chair for my mom. And I took her word for it. So I decided, with all my suspicion, I called them myself last week. And they didn't say anything about being full. They just told me normally the doctor calls and stuff like that. And so I gave my mom's name and everything and hoping to see if they had a slot for her. I'll have to call them back again and find out. But somebody's going to watch this video and give them a call and say, blah, 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 blah. But yes, I'm worried about my mom. Yes, I think she's a victim of this stuff. Yes, I believe it would go on here. And I believe it's been going on here. Here's the 10 worst cities of human trafficking reports by the hotline. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Texas comes up 3 times. 3 cities in Texas come up. But they're close to the border. Man, that last video had a gentleman standing outside somebody told me his name was Jeff Davis and he's part of APS. And he's standing outside my apartment here taking pictures, talking to some chick on the phone, probably video phone conversation. Talking about when I called the Denison police and stuff like that. And the videos on YouTube. Which I don't care, none of it's, everything in it, it's got disclaimers and everything I believe actually is going on from all the evidence I've procured and by actually dealing with these people. And 2014 taught me not to trust nobody around here. If you want to see some of the videos with irrefutable proof on them, their own court documents with their own signatures. Just look at the other 3 playlists that say Bryan County, enemy to truth, justice, and the American way. There's Oklahoma, enemy to truth, justice, and the American way. There's like 3 of those. And those actually show, their own paperwork. Where they broke the law, broke their oath of office, broke every Oklahoma law, my federal rights, my civil rights. And I took it to senators and stuff like that. And nothing. I called Mark Wayne, he's senator and stuff, his ethical person who answered the phone. I said, how do I report somebody who's violating their ethical code of conduct, She says, well, our ethical code doesn't allow us to accept complaints about other people's ethical codes. And I said, really? Wow. I couldn't believe it. Nobody does the right thing anymore. Everybody does what everybody else is doing. Or they just bury their head in the sand and hope it goes away. Right here, do I believe my mother is a victim of this? Yes, I do. And after being in Bryan County, 2014, and knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen, I'd believe it. I believe government agencies, people in the APS here around this area are recruiters for it, actually be involved in it in this state. Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. See, it says this guardianship, that's where they take the guardianship, I guess, from family members and give it to somebody else, and then they traffic them out. And there's also where they traffic them out. There's see an article in here where elderly people being trafficked to nursing homes, Medicaid, Medicare fraud, benefits trafficking, you know, and that's what they're doing. They just take the elderly people that can't do anything for themselves, and that's it. But see, they don't realize my mom knows what's going on, because I know she does, because she just won't talk to these people because they're the enemy. And they keep her doped up all the time. Here she's got supposed to have a kidney disease or kidney failure, and they're giving her Seroquel at the Durant thing. Bagger's giving them Seroquel as a sleep aid. You believe that crap? That's our medical professionals around here. And like I said again, my mom, her current condition is the result of our medical professionals. I'd rather have a witch doctor with a freaking rubber chicken and stuff on the side of the road take care of me. Probably live longer and be in a lot better condition than my mom ended up being in. Now here you find nursing homes where they traffic illegal laborers, you know. Trafficking at elderly homes, yeah. But I wasn't going to weed any of it out. It talks more about how they're being trafficked, how they're being abused at nursing homes and stuff like this. New studies are coming out, and elderly people are being victimized by this. Anywhere where they're crooked enough to make a buck and don't have a conscience, or they're just immoral. And you'd think people would be here around in Bryan County would be more towards, it's just supposed to be the Bible Belt. That's like a joke. See, and this is why I don't want my mom in a nursing home. And if I knew where she was, I'd go check it out, find out, and then I'd see if there's any way I could get her back home as far as like dialysis stuff. You know, because I'd have to sit there 24/7 at that nursing home, make sure that they weren't abusing my mom, and they wouldn't like it. I'm very protective. My mom was very important to me. She, you know, who I am is because of her. I don't lie, I don't steal, don't break my word. See, here's where it says stealing freedom for profit. And that's basically it. Like my mom's freedom, her right to be at home, her right to live her rest of her life the way she'd like to, instead of being doped up somewhere where she doesn't know anybody. And that's what they do. And they write it off, well, we don't have enough people. Well, that's not your patient's fault. That's your problem. Work harder. I see you guys out there on the construction line. I'm a certified electronic technician, yeah. A coordinator, yeah. I can do paperwork with the best of them. I've written company policy, all this stuff. But I've also worked manual labor, so I can tell who's got the hard work and who doesn't. Here's where you talk about Medicaid fraud and elderly abuse. I mean, this is a happening thing, and it's happening to our elderly people. They pretty much pick people that they think that's not going to check up on them. And they might have thought that about me, but they were wrong. Anybody that knows me knows that I care a lot about my mom. I wouldn't abandon her or anything like that. So when they thought that they could just do this and I wouldn't say anything and I'd just leave, they made a mistake, and that's probably why they're tight-lipped, because now they realize they did something wrong. And if anybody knows me from 2014, if I know I'm right, and I speak up. So I wish these people would be more forthcoming, because my mother's physical health, mental health, and probably life is in jeopardy at this moment. And these people could care less. But they don't care about anybody but themselves and that extra buck. They probably go to church too and, oh, I'm a good Christian. Oh, I don't think so. But here, any of y'all can look this stuff up. I mean, they've got them, they've got nurses, case managers that do the recruiting, doctors, I guess, doing unnecessary surgeries or something, or giving medicine that might simulate a certain diagnosis, problem, and that's not really it. It's medication that's causing the body to freak out. For all I know, my mom didn't really need the dialysis. They were just giving her this whacked out medicine and did an unnecessary surgery and put a dialysis port on her. There's no telling, the whole time I've lived here, and what I've seen and witnessed, I wouldn't believe anybody as far as I could throw them without actually standing there watching them do what they're doing. And I don't have to go to school to be a surgeon or whatever to see if something's right or wrong. A lot of it's common sense. And had they paid attention to my mom telling them she had an adverse reaction to certain medications, she wouldn't be in this predicament if the doctor was competent or cared. So now she's a victim of this, more than likely. So after I get done with this video, I'm giving these people a call. And it's sad, but yeah, the whole time I've lived here, I could believe people around here would be doing this. And they'd be the business suit and tie people. They wouldn't be the people you think rummaging out of dumpsters and stuff, wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. This is, business people stuff. Now, they do have those PDFs that you can download. I didn't put the whole fact sheet on here and stuff like that. But I did put a cover thing to it that has the contact us. And then it gives a brief description, just to let you guys know. Because if there's somebody that they think that's elderly, that nobody's going to speak up for, those are the victims right there. Or they purposely dope them up and say, oh, she can't take for herself, like that one video where Katie said, well, they say she can't pay. Well, Katie never talked to my mom. None of the people at APS ever sat down and talked to my mom to make any decision on their own. Now, the Mays nurses spent an hour with her twice a week, so they could tell you. She'd talk to you. She knew what was going on. She'd walk around the house, go get stuff, bring it back and show it to them, But these medical professionals, I wouldn't let them touch the kitty box, the kitty litter in my kitty box, if I still had a cat. Because they don't research anything. Nobody does it. They just jump to a snap decision, and then that's it. And I know better. I've been a professional in repair, and I've been a professional all of my workforce life, working life. Once I was trained to be a professional, and I pay attention. I know JT into anything. And all you gotta do is just pay attention in life. And you'll learn a lot. I hope this has been informative to y'all. I plan on finding my mom, and I don't care who's going to get in trouble when I finally do, because they deserve it. Because my mom's probably not the first one they've done it to. That's why I'm wondering why Sarah's so tight-lipped, and why she would do something without a court order. You guys have a good one.